The Glock 19, arguably one of the best all-around pistols in production today. Some of the good things about a Glock 19 is that even though it is relatively compact, you can still hold 17 rounds in a magazine in a very concealable package. That's the reason a lot of Navy SEALs like using this today. It's because a lot of their missions tend to be a little bit more covert or more civilian-like, and they'll have to take their weapons and actually stuff them in their pockets or figure out different ways of concealing them. So a Glock 19 is a better option than a SIG or even a 1911, which both are much heavier and much larger. Now, before we go any further, let's make sure the weapon is clear and get into some of the modifications that I've done to my Glock. First off, we'll start with the pure True Dot night sights. The standard Glock sights are actually made out of plastic, which are fine, but you definitely want something a bit more durable and long-lasting, so steel sights are much better. Plus, these are night sights, so these glow in the dark and give you an actual sight picture at night. Another good feature when it comes to iron sights is that it gives you another option in terms of racking the slide in case you injure your hand. So here we have snap caps, keeping it safe, snap caps. So in case you injure this hand, you can rack the slide on your shoe and then good to go. Whoa. All right. And after the night sights is the Polymer 80 slide itself, which has both front and rear serrations, whereas the standard OEM Glock only has rear serrations and they're not as aggressive as these. Front and rear serrations come in handy for press checks or racking the slide multiple different ways with both hands. Very, very handy. You don't notice it until it's gone. The next few modifications will actually be in what is the lower receiver or lower for the Glock. So first thing that Polymer 80 did, which is different than a OEM Glock, is the extended beaver tail. The beaver tail is this portion of a firearm right here. Extending the beaver tail allows you to get much better grip, much better purchase on the firearm. So that way you're not gonna lose it. After that, the texturing. Much more aggressive texturing than a standard Glock. Polymer 80 really went that extra mile and basically stippled the firearm for you. How rough is this surface? I could probably file my fingernails on it if I kept rubbing it. Pretty solid. If your hands get wet, this is not going anywhere. Nice solid grip, really like that. The next is the double undercut. Now what an undercut is, it's this right here, allowing you to get more of your fingers underneath the trigger and helping to improve your grip. Now there's one undercut and here's the double undercut right there. So you'll have your shooting hand here and your support hand goes right there underneath the second undercut. Really great in terms of ergonomics. A lot of people will take a standard Glock and actually use a Dremel and add both of these. So the fact that it comes standard like this with a Polymer 80 frame, really nice. Then after the double undercut is the thumb ledge, which you don't really even notice until it's not there. So we have the undercut, second undercut, and then the thumb ledge is right here. So the purpose of the thumb ledge is to control recoil. Gives you just another point of contact to really control that muzzle and keep it where you want it. The next feature, or the next modification that I made to my Glock, is this right here, the extended slide stop. This little portion doesn't seem like much. It only protrudes by about a millimeter, but it gives you the ability to rack with your left hand, rack with your right, and if you push down on it while you're reloading, you can sometimes reload just a little bit faster. So, extended slide stop. Yeah, definitely a must in my opinion. The next extended control we have is the extended mag release, which also only protrudes just a little bit, and it doesn't interfere with magazine, being in the holster or anything like that. The stock Glock mag release is actually substantially shorter. You'll notice the difference. So yeah, this enables you to access the mag release without really changing your grip and really moving forward onto the pistol. The next modification is this, the mag pull magwell. Now, at first, I didn't really, I thought these were more gimmicks than anything else until I actually went and bought one. And yeah, they make a pretty big difference. You can really, bad example, but the magazine slips in a lot easier. It's a noticeable difference. I highly, highly, highly recommend one of these. It'll definitely save on your reload times. And the very last modification, if you want to call it that, that I did with the Glock is the trigger job. So one way to improve the characteristics of a Glock trigger is to actually buff down all the trigger components, and I'll have pictures of those in the description. So you'll have to polish these with either a Dremel or with your hands, and polish, extractor plug, and a few other things, and then it'll definitely help with the pull. Usually the trigger pull, not as smooth as that. I actually noticed a difference. The trigger pull for a Glock is like, you know, rubbing something over sandpaper. You notice it as you pull, but the trigger job definitely helps, and it helps with the reset, and the slide feels a little bit smoother. So those are my modifications for a Glock. If you were to only buy one pistol to solve all of your pistol needs, which is kind of a difficult task, this would be the one. Not the 1911, not anything SIG puts out, not anything by HK. Glock 19. This is where it's at. Thank you for watching.